Hey guys, wanted to update you kind of on my lifting situation and how I'm doing and whatnot. A lot of you guys who've been following me on social media have been seeing I've been coming back from a hip and neck injury. For those that aren't familiar, I qualified for Worlds by winning the 93 kilo class at Raw Nationals in 2015. I qualified for Worlds in 2016. And then in January of that year, I was lifting, and I've always had a little bit of hip shift when I squat. And I guess it got really exaggerated one day when I was lifting, and I really injured that hip. We never really were sure what it was. I was trying to compete in the Arnold Pro American first in March, and it was diagnosed as bursitis. I'm pretty sure it wasn't bursitis now, looking back on all the symptoms. I had a cortisone shot. I had MRI, X-ray, a lot of stuff done, nothing conclusive. And ended up having to pull out of Worlds as well because of that. I tried everything I could, even another cortisone shot, a lot of stuff, electrical stim, man, did so much stuff, massage therapy, and it just didn't get better. And also at that same time, one of my bulging discs in my neck acted up. I have two bulging discs in my neck that have been around for a while. And I lost about 100 pounds off my bench. Couldn't bench even like 290 pounds, and couldn't even squat 135 without like an 8 out of 10 pain. And then started going to see a PT, Jamie Alumbra, here in Tampa. She made a huge difference on my hip and my neck. Oh God, an enormous difference. I went from not being able to squat 135 without pain to within 2 weeks squatting 135 with no pain, and slowly worked up over time. And this past week was really almost feeling back to normal. I was doing sets of 5 with 485 on squat very easily. I was doing deadlifts. I did an AMRAP on deadlifts with 635 for 7 with complete resets. On bench, I hit 335 for 6. Like, I was pretty much back. I was looking forward to things. And then this past week, went in, was supposed to hit 625 for 4s. Did it on deadlift. Felt really good. Just was moving solid. Felt great. Got out of the gym, no problems. Next morning, woke up a little stiff. By the evening, I was a little bit stiffer. I think I picked up one of my kids kind of in a wrong way or something. And then by the next evening was really stiff and sore. And then by the next day, couldn't even hardly stand up, especially sitting. Man, sitting really aggravated. In fact, I'm sitting like on the edge of this couch right now because if I don't keep a neutral spine, it really acts up. And it's about a week now, and I've got to the point where I can sit in the car for 20 minutes, get out, and not be in excruciating pain. So I haven't squatted or deadlifted since then, obviously, and have just been doing bench press with my feet up and kept doing my accessory work. And so I kind of want to talk about like setbacks, because it can be frustrating. Like, I already had to pull out of these 3 big meets, and then Raw Nationals is this week. It's the third big meet I'm missing. And yeah, I would be lying if it didn't weigh on my mind. But the way I try to look at things is this is a puzzle, and I'm just trying to solve different pieces of the puzzle. And being honest, I'm 34, going to turn 35, and part of me said maybe this is just part of the inevitable decline. But I don't believe that, and I can't control that. All I can control is what I do today and tomorrow and the next day. And so I have it firmly implanted in my mind that I'm going to PR again on the platform. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to get back there. And so that means PT, massage therapy, MRIs, X-rays, whatever it takes. I'm going to do it. Corrective exercises, all that. Even if I have to break everything down to baseline. Because I think we all have to figure out like what are our reasons for why we're doing stuff. I've always had a drive to, I know it's just lifting weights, but it's very special to me. It's very cathartic for me. And I've always felt like, as Eric Thomas says, average skill, phenomenal will. I've always felt like, I wasn't the most gifted or best genetics, but man, I will bury you with work ethic. And sometimes working harder means knowing when to back off, because ego can drive us just to grind ourselves into the ground, and I've done that before. I worked through so many injuries in 2014, 2015 and you know what? I don't regret any of it, because I won nationals twice. I won the Arnold. I got second at Worlds, set what was at the time the world squat record in my weight class. I don't regret any of that. But now I kind of have to go back and work through these. And so can't control what happened. I can't, the setbacks. I went back and looked at my form on those deadlift sets. It looked fine. Everything looked good. Sometimes shit just happens. And so I think the easy thing to do would be to mope about it and be really upset about it. That, I was almost back to 5 plates on squats, and I was really excited about it. But all I can do is control me, and control what I do today and tomorrow and the next day, and trust that if I do the right things, it's all going to work out. And so I know many of you deal with injuries or setbacks or whatever in your life, and I think sometimes we have this feeling that people who accomplish a lot, that they never face these things, and that's not true. Most people do. So my advice to you is focus on what you can control. If Tony Robbins says you got to have your reasons, because as soon as you have a goal, all the obstacles show up, and your reasons are what is going to get you back up when you fall down. So you got to have reasons first. Reasons come first, answers come second. So I'm just going to keep grinding away, and pretty soon you're going to see me back up on that platform crushing it. Anyways, I thought I know it's not a scientific based vlog, but I thought maybe it'd be helpful for some of you guys. Keep grinding. Tomorrow's a new day.